It's time to lean in and learn, as you're only a few seconds away from hearing from a true powerhouse national sales director. So make sure your fingers are note ready and your minds are open for this one. As a Mary Kay multimillionaire with over $2 million in commissions, independent national sales director Thea Elvin knows how to build teams, surpass goals, nurture relationships, and live and work her dream. She's going to wow you with her secrets to success, and most importantly, show you how to live and work your own dream. Here she is, the one and only National Sales Director Thea Elvin.
Happy New Year, everyone. It's so good to be with you today. You know, when I was asked to speak to all of you, the first thought that went through my mind was that I wanted to make sure that you would take all that I have to say and filter it through a deep lens of my compassion, my deep compassion, and acute awareness of the situation that our world is in right now. I want you to know that it inspires me that so many of you are at this virtual seminar and are willing to invest your time and your mind space into something that will fuel your dreams during this time. You are brilliant to be here. You guys, tough times never last, but tough people do. And you are tougher than you think. Just being on right now speaks to that and to who you are and to your resolve and to be a victor and not a victim. So let us remember that every storm runs out of rain, and we will get through this as a company and individually, and even stronger than ever, because nothing is more powerful than the human soul on fire. But we do not spontaneously combust, you guys. We must set ourselves on fire every day by fighting fear with a plan that will take us through to the other side of the storm with a future and a hope. So how do we do that? Through intentional action. Yes, action is the language of the successful, and action is the medicine that infuses a successful career. You guys, do not allow your dream to become a burden through lack of action. You may not be able to control your circumstances, but you can control your action and your attitude. You guys, this isn't a dress rehearsal. This is your life, and you have the greatest opportunity are in the greatest company in the world to fulfill your dreams and to execute your gifts and to touch lives and to make a difference for the good. No, we can't control a virus or pandemic or a shelter-at-home order, but we can be determined to control our attitude and our prayer life and our believing. You know, there's a saying, hurting people hurt people, and I believe that's true. However, I also believe that healed people heal people. Heal up so that you can turn your pain into power. You heal up by giving yourself a pep talk every single morning. Be on purpose with this. You can't stroll to a goal. You must strive to arrive. The late, great Zig Ziglar used to say, give yourself a checkup from the neck up and get rid of any stinking thinking. And then fill your mind only with those things which will take you in the direction that you dream of going. You don't have to live with your head in the sand to be an optimist, but you must protect your beautiful mind. Believe me, I know what it feels like to stay the course when you don't feel like it, to have to muster up everything in you to keep going, keep believing, and keep working. I know. Last year, I underwent chemotherapy treatments, and because it was difficult to work in the field with my directors during that area or with my area during that time, I made a commitment to my area directors that I would at least leave them a positive Voxer message for 100 days during the time of my treatments. Regardless of how I felt physically, during that time, it was for 100 days in a row, I left a message of inspiration and hope and determination and courage for them. While creating those messages and while delivering those messages, I could forget about self and pour myself into inspiring those who were not in my situation. This did more for me and my healing than it did for them, I promise you. God knows I don't tell you this story to impress you, but to impress upon you that what we focus on expands and the power of choice and the power of the mind and the power of commitment and the power of having something to look forward to is profoundly powerful. And I tell you this to help you realize that it was my years of experience in Mary Kay and the culture of Mary Kay that taught me this. To create something like that on purpose, to keep my mind focused on the good and the clean and the powerful and the positive versus fear. Where else are you going to get that influence? Do you know what you have your hands on here? I know, you guys, that growing may feel like breaking at first. So we must remember that anxiety and gratitude cannot dwell in the same mind or heart. Be grateful and express your gratitude. Psych your mind out by what you feed it, and your body will follow. Speak out of your mouth only those things that you wish to manifest. This is discipline of the most remarkable kind. Did you know that the word abracadabra isn't just for magicians? It's a real word that literally means what I speak, I create. Wow! What are you speaking? What are you saying about yourself, your potential, your possibilities, your future, your world? What do you want to create? Be mindful. The hardest work you'll ever do in this business is to work on yourself and how you think. Winners think differently. Do not ask successful people what they did. Ask them how they think, This can be learned, crafted, and mastered, and that's exciting. Do not allow anyone to throw dirt into your mind. Protect it with passion. Then get organized. Prioritize Mary Kay in third place, not 33rd place. Faith, family, then Mary Kay. No sideshows. Be the one who's willing to do what others are not willing to do. What you do with your time will either promote you or reveal you. There is no limit to how far you can go, how much money you can make, how many lives you can influence for the good. None. Take the lid off your thinking by dwelling in possibilities, nothing but possibilities, and treating this business with the respect it so deserves. Mary Kay Ash was soft in her style and in her compassion, but she was a businesswoman to the nth degree. She was tough in her self-discipline, her work ethic, her vision, her belief, and her desire for you to achieve all that you're smart enough and willing enough to create. Make her proud. Do not settle for crumbs when Mary Kay Ash laid out a banquet of life for you. Pull up a chair and take your seat at the table. How good are you willing to let your life be? You guys, your greatness lies on the other side of your comfort zone. And remember, a comfort zone is just a grave with the ends kicked out. It's not comfortable at all. So fall in love with the work. Fall in love with the work. That's where the magic happens. Do not overcomplicate this. See the people change their skin with our superior product line and change their lives through our unparalleled opportunity. Our company's not looking for your ability or my ability, but our availability. The extra mile doesn't have any traffic jams, you guys, and there's plenty of room at the top. It's the bottom that's crowded. So climb, reach. It's magnificent at the top, I promise you. I believe that there's someone right now on their knees praying for an opportunity like this, and you might be the only one who crosses their path. Listen to the whisper of your intuition. Then muster up 20 seconds of courage and ask her boldly and with conviction. And then detach from the results. Be all about them, knowing what you have to offer. Mary Kay Cosmetics is the premier opportunity in the world and the greatest idea to ever come from the mind of an available, committed, visionary Mary Kay Ash. In just a few months, I will be retiring after 41 years in our pink bubble. My Mary Kay journey has brought out and crafted every single positive attribute that I could possibly embody, and it has pruned the areas that needed to be softened. I'm so grateful. Mary Kay Ash used our products to change lives for the better, not only the lives of those you work with, but your family's life as well. My husband grew up on welfare, joined the Air Force, and then became a firefighter. It never entered his consciousness that he would travel the world in five-star style. Literally, with tears in his eyes, he would thank me for changing his life through his experiences traveling the world, but more so through the beautiful friendships that he cherished with Mary Kay husbands. There are miracles inside of your starter kit. Mary Kay Ash said, "We all have a sleeping giant of greatness inside of us. It's time to wake up your giant and then grab hold with just a mustard seed of faith so you can move your mountains and then climb them. When you do, your future will be full of beautiful possibilities." You know, adversity introduces us to ourselves, individually and as a company, and it has revealed that we know how to pray, pivot, plan, and prepare. No, adversity doesn't create heroes, but it does reveal the hero within you. So I ask you today, who do you want to be and where do you want to be on the other side of this crisis? That decision will determine what you do today, throughout this new seminar year, and beyond. We don't know what the future holds, but we do know who holds the future. So trust God, believe in yourself, go to work like never before, and you'll look back on this time in your life and be so glad you didn't give up. Because an optimist believes that when one door closes, an entire house can open up. You guys, the roots of Mary Kay and the culture of Mary Kay run deep. And when your roots are deep, there is no reason to fear the wind. In the midst of a pandemic, let us create a pandemic of hope and optimism and creativity. In the midst of a virus, let us create a vaccine of belief and discipline and passion and vision. In the midst of our current reality and in our sense of responsibility, it is crucial to the well-being of our souls to continue to visualize our dreams, our hopes, and our future realities. Let us not allow today to rob us of the dreams of our tomorrows, and more importantly, the tomorrows of the generations to come who are counting on us to be brave and to exercise our faith to the extreme measure. Yes, in the middle of change, all you can change is yourself, but sometimes that changes everything. May God bless you, and may his grace and blessings be on Mary Kay Cosmetics. Thank you.
The Mary